Hey everyone, this is Princess Anime 64 and welcome back to my character analysis series. Today we are looking at the mischievous black mage known as Palom from Final Fantasy IV. So let's get started. Alright, so when you first recruit Palom, his HP is at 900, initial bravery is 180, max bravery is 550, his attack is 180, and his defense is 130. When you max him out, his HP reaches 1,856, initial bravery is 831, max bravery is 1,005, his attack is 329, and his defense is 237. His crystal affinity is black, and he uses rods. As for his main roles, he is magic and attacker. His overall rating, he's got some really good high points that would involve attack, initial bravery, speed, and max bravery, and then his only low points would have to be his HP and his defense. Alright, so going over to Palom's commands, there is a lot to go through in this because Palom, his main gimmick is just about buffing himself up. And so, the more he buffs himself up, then the more stronger his commands are going to be. Or, his bravery and HP attacks. So the first one we have is just Bluff, which grants him the power of black magic buff for 2 turns. This raises his bravery based on attack. It turns into Bluff Plus, and his bravery attack to bravery attack plus for 2 turns. And the power of black magic buff raises his attack. So Bluff Plus, it will grant him the buff for 3 turns, the power of black magic. The Bluff Plus will have 2 pluses after that. Bravery Attack becomes Bravery Attack Plus after 3 turns, for 3 turns, and then after 1 use. Oops, sorry. And then after that, we have Bluff Plus Plus, which grants him the power of black magic buff for 4 turns. It raises turns his bravery attack into bravery attack plus for 4 turns after 2 uses. And then bravery attack plus is the stronger variant, and this is active when he has the power of black magic buff. So a second command we have is Mysidia's Ice Crystal, which is kind of odd considering that Mysidia had the Water Crystal in Final Fantasy IV, but okay, we're just going to have Ice. So Mysidia's Ice Crystal, it's an Ice Bravery attack, and it grants him the Wisdom of Black Magic buff for 2 turns. And then just like how it did with Bluff Plus, Mysidia's Ice Crystal will have a plus after it, and his HP attack will become Dual Cast for 2 turns. And the Wisdom of Black Magic buff will raise his max bravery. So Mysidia's Ice Crystal Plus, it's basically the stronger variant, and it will grant him the buff for 3 turns. Ice Crystal Plus becomes Ice Crystal Plus Plus. HP attack becomes Dual Cast for 3 turns after 1 usage. Alright, and then after that we have Mysidia's Ice Crystal Plus Plus, which will grant him the Wisdom buff for 4 turns. HP attack becomes Dual Cast for 4 turns, and then, after 2 uses, so that's the condition for it. Then we have Dual Cast. So Dual Cast is the 2-hit bravery HP attack that is ice-based, and it is while Wisdom of Black Magic is active. And then if we go over here, we have the Mysidia's Great Ice Crystal. In order to get this, you basically need his 35 CP passive, which I don't have, so I can't really show it off. But it's the stronger variant, and it just requires the, like I said, it requires his passive from his 35 CP. Alright, so going over to Palom's gear, his 15 CP is called Mysidia's Rod. It raises the bravery gain and lowers action delay of Bluff and its variations. It also boosts the potency of the power of black magic buff and extends its duration. It also extends the duration of the bravery attack plus. It increases its power and it lowers action delay. 35 CP is the Fairy Rod, which boosts the power of Mysidia's Ice Crystal as well as its variations. And it also boosts the power of the Wisdom of Black Magic buff. It extends Dual Cast duration and boosts its potency. It increases usage by 1, and it turns Mysidia Ice Crystal to an HP attack upon its last use. Lastly, there's his 35 CP armor, which is the Black Robe. It adds 220 to his max bravery, and it adds 72 to his attack. Okay, so the banner that will be featuring Palom's weapons, we're also going to be featuring Edge and Vanille's weapons. Vanille is a pretty great character. She can debuff enemies, and she can dispel any buffs that they have. Edge is pretty good too. He kind of is more for himself, where Shock will increase his bravery and Smokescreen kind of protects himself. But this banner will also feature Edge's 35 CP, which is called the Ashura. So Ashura, it increases Smoke's max usage by 1, and it raises the bravery gain. It increases the potency of Eblin's teachings, and then it extends the duration, and it also grants an AoE provoke for 1 turn. So it's very useful, and if you do get this, if you're going to pull for Palom, or if you're going to pull for his weapon, and if you get his 35 CP, this can be really useful to you. It can really draw the attention away of the enemies from other characters. So the boss that will be featured in Palom's event is going to be the Crimson Lizard. Now don't be fooled, there's not just one you're fighting, you're actually fighting two of them. The Crimson Lizards are the Iguian type of enemies. The only time we've ever actually fought them was in Leviathan's trial. So their weaknesses, they are weak to ice, thunder, and they're weak to magic bravery attacks, and then they're resistant to fire, and they have a chase value of 40. So looking at some of the attacks that it has, Shadow Nail is its bravery attack, Assassin's Nail is the same thing but with a high turn rate, Volcanic is an AoE fire bravery attack, Flame Shot is just a normal fire bravery attack, Blaze Shot decreases fire resistance, Wild Resonance will restore HP, but it like gradually restores HP, so as soon as the Crimson Lizard uses Wild Resonance, it's not going to restore HP like automatically, kind of like how the Iguians did in Leviathan's trial. So it gradually restores HP, it boosts attack, defense, and speed for all allies. Igniting Roar will boost its max bravery, attack, and speed, and it grants it HP regen. Dive Attack is an HP attack that increases speed, and then the ones you want to look out for are Shred Flame and Eruption, which are fire, bravery, and HP attacks. So that's what they are right over there. So as for some alternatives that you can use, assuming that you don't want to use any of the synergy characters or one of them, some debuffers like Tidus or Seymour can help out. Heavy hitters like Lightning can also help out, and Lightning does have a Spark Strikes, which is a lightning-based command, so you can use that as well. Terra can also work in terms of like magic bravery, or you can use other magic users like Seymour or Aiko. And then Onion Knight also has like Blizzard combo, so if you want to go with like Ice, Onion Knight would probably be your best bet. As for restrictions, you want to avoid anyone who has fire in their commands. So Palom, I mean, technically he could work, but it's also kind of risky because like he does have ice, but he also has fire-based commands. So if you want to play it safe, then you might want to avoid using him. Prish, you would definitely don't want to use either because some of her commands are fire-based, and you don't want to use Vincent either. Now as for summons, when you're going through the event, you want to use either Shiva or Ramu, and you just want to avoid using Ifrit. So now I'm going to head over to Opera Omnia JP, and I'm going to show you Palom's commands, so I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back now in Opera Omnia JP, so these are the Crimson Lizards. Now, Edge is going to be starting off first, and because I have a 35 CP, I am going to show off the smoke screen here. So I'll use it on myself, and now they're both targeting Edge. So now we're going to do Bluff first. Alright, and then you can just break him. And look at that, they completely missed him. Alright, so now his bravery attack has changed. They're not attacking him at all. I love that. Let me do a deep protect on him. Alright, so now we're going to change it to Bluff++. Oh, there we go. Alright, so now Bluff has changed to Bluff++. So now we're going to do Mysidia's Ice Crystal. Okay, so you're going to be attacking... I'm going to hit you. That was close. Alright, so now, because I used Mysidia's Ice Crystal, now his HP attack changes to Dual Cast. Alright, so we're gonna do it again. I'm sorry if I'm not talking, I'm like just really focused right now. Alright, so now his command changes to Mysidia's Ice Crystal++. So now we're going to do Dual Cast. So it's bravery attacks first, and then it's an HP attack, which is really convenient. You know, will this work? Nope. That would have been cool though if it did. Okay. Another bravery attack there. I'm gonna dispel him. Oh wait, I should have dispelled him. I used Deep Protect. There we we go. And there we go. We took out the Crimson Lizard. Awesome. Alright, well, that covers up everything for Palom's character analysis, so thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to also hit the bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a video, and I will see you all next time.